Okay, everybody's gone now. It feels so empty. Man, it feels so weird to be so alone again. It seemed like, I don't know, I feel like I've had people around for weeks. I'm not sure how long it's been. I think for sure a month. But man, it's weird when all of a sudden it's back. It just feels, it's like, doesn't feel alone. It feels like super empty. It's really weird. And it's got to be some kind of a energetic thing, when everybody's energy is just suddenly gone. But the thing I wanted to talk about was because I had so many great conversations with my daughter that was staying here. Her fella picked her up. We showed up last night, surprised her in the middle of the night. So they left a bit ago. But her and I got to have so many good talks. It was so great that I got to spend so much time with her. And especially because I've talked about my family, I'm the only one who really is 100% sees through the illusion. And I don't even know if I see it all the way. I mean, there could be more stuff that's going to keep coming. And then I'm going to be like, what? Because it still happens. I still get shocked over things like, oh my God, how expansive this is of our enslavement is just, it's so crazy. And it's so crazy too when you even tell people, they just can't even wrap their heads around it. But, for those of us who have seen the evidence, we know this is real. And so in the conversations, it was, there was some that were tense because we're in two different realities. And then there was some that were just really enlightening, and then I wanted to share some of her perspectives because I think it helps us to be able to understand the people who we consider to be brainwashed people and the most tricked right now. And so I had talked about where she talked about this thing, and she was saying, I don't want to be out being one of the people, I don't care about other people and getting called out by people in stores and yelled at and stuff like that. I don't want to deal with that. I have, I have integrity that makes me feel I need to do this certain thing. I need to be respectful. I need to be a certain way. And that's what I was saying. I mean, there was so many attacks that I have heard from different people. That's one of the reasons why I decided to speak out, because it was really upsetting to me when I would hear people just say such rude stuff about the brainwashed people. And I've probably said some rude stuff before. It's frustrating, especially when you feel like, there's definitely a part of me that feels like I'm just sitting here waiting for everybody to wake up. Like, I don't know how long this is going to take. And, just trying to stay busy and find stuff to do and keep a good attitude and, do your daily practices for taking care of yourself and connecting with self and all that stuff. And, this is a great outlet. I look forward to this. I look forward to coming and talking about things. And especially when you don't have people to talk to, it's still, because I'm not a good listener, I'm a good talker. So I still get a huge need met doing this. And I know someone out there is going to listen. Someone out there is going to, want to talk about something. So anyways, when she was talking about that stuff and how important it was for her, and see, that's how it got switched to the virtue signaling and the, what is the other thing? The SJW, what is that called? The SJW. I can't remember what it is. Social justice warrior. So, because it was there, because I don't think she's the only one like this. I've thought that. I've said it before I ever heard her say it. I've said, I know these people, and they are trying to do what they think is right. They are not trying to, and they aren't just stupid people. They're people who have been very tricked, and they're very much cut off from their spiritual side and very focused on the science side. But that's part of the agenda that was pushed. And, and when you're in a family where everybody is very much like that, it is isolating. I've got a lot of people who aren't even speaking to me. So, you know, plus the way that the manipulation with our language and this weird, you know, dual reality we're living in, that it makes people get upset and get their feelings hurt for something that didn't even happen. Like, it's just so weird. But, you know, I knew that these people really did care. And who knows how much of this social justice warrior bullshit is made up too. Goddamn. Just like in that show, in Evil, when they are showing exactly how they manipulate these people's minds to make them go do mass shootings and stuff. They're making it like it's the devil, but it is an energetic thing. And the Nazis figured out how to use it a long time ago with mind control. And the CIA started using it as it's mind control. MK Ultra, and they are able to do things. And that's part of the whole thing with the frequencies and putting these inside of us, because it has these little robotic things or something. I can't remember what they're called. Something you don't want in your body. And they are, they're able to mess with our minds more. And they're doing it in just such a huge way. And there's just so many things that people need to just look at. But anyways, when she was talking about that, you know, and I shared about that the other day, but then yesterday or last night, she was talking about, you know, that she doesn't feel like anything can surprise her. But I did tell, I mean, I didn't even bring it up this time. I didn't bring up the current events that they're being lied to right now. So I didn't bring up any of that stuff. But she was like, you know, I already know all of this stuff. I know about the Chimo, you know, people that run the world. I know about the Illuminati. I know about all this stuff. I started looking up about it a long time ago and went down a deep rabbit hole and got myself so depressed I couldn't sleep at night. And I have to turn that off. I can't stay focused on that. If I can't do anything to fix it, how can I focus on it? It makes me feel so defeated. And so she's just like, I just don't know what could come out that would surprise me. Like, I know about the corporate, you know, what they're doing to us and stuff. But there's still stuff, like when I talk about like technology and stuff being withheld. And that's not even, you know, about the cosmic cycle we're in, and we're going into the Jubilee and switching from the time of people not having enough to having abundance. Which also brought up another good conversation with her boyfriend this morning. And he was talking about, he's a graffiti artist, and he was out at a show last weekend. And it was a donation thing for troubled youth. And the person who put it on, it was 115 degrees. She went out and gave each person a little tip, you know, like who participated. And, you know, because it was a big struggle of a day. And so she was nice, but he said that there was some other conversations and people, you know, like how, you know, we could make money doing this and stuff like that. And that's the thing. And I said it to him too, but I said, that's the thing in our mentality of how this, this system was created. It was to drive that, you know, hopeless, helpless, there's not enough, that there's never enough, and bring out that part in people of like, well, it's an integrity thing that you have to look at, a moral issue. Do I steal for what I need? To what extent will I go for what I need? And, you know, and there's no right or wrong. There is no good or bad. It's just experience. So it doesn't matter. You know, when people are trying to survive, they'll do all sorts of stuff. And, but we're going out of that mentality, but we're still going to have so many people's minds trapped in that thought process. And that's like the broken record. And so the switch, when the Jubilee happens, it has to go slow. They have to be dropping money in little by little into projects and humanitarian things and community projects. And if you want to get out there and do some stuff, yeah, I think there's going to be property, there's going to be homes, there's going to be everything given back to us, because this is our time to be abundant. This is our time to experience that on this planet. And so we have this whole switch over, but it's going to take a lot of people's minds a while to catch up, to figure out, like, you know, like if somebody just all of a sudden handed you $1,000,000, how fast are you going to go through it? You know, like, are you desperate? Oh, this is going to make me feel better. But money isn't going to make you feel better. But a lot of people have gone without it so much, they have decided that that's what would save them. That's what could make their life better. So that's where it's going to be a big change in our mentality of how we see, you know, money, surviving, abundance, the lack. People are so stuck in that lack mindset and are so desperate. So, yeah. And that's not even considering, I mean, in some of the more inner cities where people have just, you know, had to commit crimes to be able to survive. So, you know, for those people to come out and start trying to look at, oh, there is enough. I don't have to steal from you in order to survive. I can do it myself. And then with all of the drinking and drugs that people have used in order to make themselves feel better, you know, there's just a lot of healing that's going to have to happen. And the switch is happening no matter what. That's cosmic. I talk about it all the time. It's a cosmic thing, the changing in the ages. And there's nothing you can do about it. We already are in it. That's why stuff is being exposed, because it's purging out, because it can't be in the next part. But you have to see it. You have to not want it. You have to want better things for us as human beings. And so that is going to be, you know, a big adjustment for people to wrap their heads around, to have everything change. And it's going to be exciting, but, you know, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a lot of challenges for a lot of people. But that is your soul wanting to have that experience. So, you know, all the experiences happening right now, you know, is in a cycle of 26,000 years in our time captured idea. But it's the cycles of the moon and the stars and stuff. When it completes that cycle, then and it switches to the new age, that happens no matter what. And each age is for a different kind of learning, a different kind of experience. And so these switchovers, these transitions, only happen every 26,000 years. So all the stuff that you can learn during these is an isolated kind of learning for a soul. Like, there's so many souls here right now who want to go through this experience. I think once we do the switch over and we go more into the age of Leo, there probably will be a lot of people who will be born for a while, but it will go back to, you know, but there's going to be a lot of people who want to come and experience this new age. And it's an exciting age. The age of Aquarius is very exciting. It's all about love and abundance and having enough, and it's just a completely different experience that we'll be having. And so it's really exciting. But there's more of this stuff I wanted to talk about too. So I'm going to stop at this one and just start right back.